What is the difference between a business that changes the world and one that simply competes in it? What separates the companies that create entirely new industries from the ones that spend their entire existence fighting for a slightly larger piece of an existing market? And what does it actually take to build something that has never existed before? Welcome to Book Essence, where we unlock the essence of every book, so you get the wisdom without spending weeks reading. Today, we are breaking down one of the most original, most intellectually provocative business books ever written, 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. Thiel co-founded PayPal, was the first outside investor in Facebook, and has backed some of the most transformative companies of the last 2 decades. This book is not about how to run a business. It is about how to think about the future and how to build something genuinely new in it. Let us unlock it. Thiel opens with the most important distinction in the entire book. Going from 0 to 1 means creating something entirely new, something that did not exist before. A new technology, a new category, a new way of solving a problem that nobody had solved before. Going from 1 to n means copying something that already works and making more of it, taking an existing idea, product, or business model and reproducing it at scale. Most businesses, Thiel argues, operate in the 1 to n space. They compete, they copy, they improve on what already exists by small incremental degrees. This produces competition, which is good for consumers, but often terrible for businesses. The businesses that change the world and build extraordinary value go from 0 to 1. They create entirely new things. They move from nothing to something. Thiel says this is not just a business principle, it's the most fundamental act of human progress. Every great leap forward in human history, the printing press, electricity, the internet, was a 0 to 1 moment, a point where something genuinely new entered the world and changed everything that came after it. The question Thiel wants every entrepreneur to ask is not, how do I compete better? The question is, what valuable company is nobody building? This is the chapter that challenges everything most business schools teach. Thiel makes a bold, uncomfortable argument that competition is not something to be celebrated, it is something to be avoided. In perfectly competitive markets, prices fall, margins shrink, and companies fight endlessly for survival. Nobody wins big, everyone just survives. The companies that change the world and build extraordinary value, he argues, are monopolies. Businesses so uniquely good at what they do that they face no meaningful competition. Google, Apple, Amazon, these are not companies that won a competition. They are companies that created categories so new that competition became largely irrelevant. Thiel makes an important distinction here between bad monopolies, the kind that use political power to block competitors and harm consumers, and good monopolies, the kind that earn their position by creating something genuinely valuable that customers choose them overwhelmingly and freely. Good monopolies are built on real innovation, on solving problems nobody else has solved, on creating value nobody else has created. And Thiel says the path to building one always begins with the same question: what do I know about the world that most people do not yet believe? Here's one of the most fascinating ideas in the entire book. Thiel argues that every great business is built on a secret. Not a secret in the sense of something illegal or hidden, a secret in the sense of a truth about the world that most people do not yet see or accept. Before Airbnb, most people believed that strangers would never sleep in each other's homes. The founders knew something different. Before Uber, most people believed that getting a ride from a stranger's personal car was dangerous. The founders saw the world differently. Every transformative company was built by people who believed something true about the future before the rest of the world caught up. Thiel says the world still has secrets everywhere, in medicine, in education, in energy, in finance. Problems that remain unsolved not because they are impossible, but because most people have stopped believing solutions exist. The entrepreneurs who find and act on those secrets are the ones who build the next generation of transformative companies. Thiel is emphatic about one thing: the decisions you make at the very beginning of a company shape everything that comes after. He says founding decisions are like a blueprint for a building. A flawed blueprint produces a flawed building, no matter how skilled the construction team, no matter how expensive the materials. The most important founding decision is who you build with. Thiel compares a co-founder relationship to a marriage. You'll spend more time with your co-founder than with almost anyone else in your life. You'll face enormous stress, disagreement, and pressure together. Choosing the wrong co-founder, someone whose values, work ethic, or vision is fundamentally misaligned with yours, is one of the most common and most devastating early mistakes a startup can make. He also talks about the importance of clear roles and ownership structures. Many early startups collapse not from lack of ideas or funding, but from internal conflict about who owns what, who decides what, and who is responsible for what. Clarity at the beginning prevents chaos later. Define roles early, establish ownership clearly, have the difficult conversations before they become impossible ones. Here's a concept that challenges one of the most popular pieces of startup advice in the world. Everyone talks about the first mover advantage, the idea that being first to market gives you an unbeatable head start. Thiel says this is wrong, or at least dangerously incomplete. What actually matters is not being first, it's being last. The last mover advantage means building a product or business so dominant in its space that no competitor can meaningfully displace it. Being first to market means nothing if a better competitor arrives 2 years later and takes everything. Thiel points to the importance of building something with genuine, defensible advantages: proprietary technology that competitors can't easily copy, network effects that grow stronger as more people use the product, economies of scale that make the business more efficient over time, and a brand so strong that it becomes part of the culture itself. The goal is not to be first, the goal is to be so good, so deeply embedded, so genuinely valuable to your users that you become effectively permanent. Build to last, not just to launch. The final powerful idea in this book is about how you see the future. Thiel identifies 4 possible attitudes towards the future: the indefinite pessimist, things will get worse and there's nothing to do about it; the definite pessimist, things will get worse but you can prepare; the indefinite optimist, things will get better somehow, just not sure how; the definite optimist, things will get better because of specific plans and actions. Thiel is deeply critical of what he calls indefinite optimism, the dominant attitude of modern finance and politics, where people believe things will generally improve without having any specific plan for how or why. This attitude, he says, produces a world that recycles and optimizes rather than creates and innovates. Thiel ends with a challenge that is both demanding and inspiring. Do not treat your future like a lottery ticket. Don't hope that randomness and circumstance will carry you somewhere good. Have a plan, a real, specific, ambitious plan, and go build the future you actually want to live in. Let's bring together the greatest lessons from 0 to 1. 1. Going from 0 to 1 means creating genuinely something new. The most valuable companies do not compete, they create. 2. Competition destroys value. Monopoly, earned through real innovation, creates it. Build something so good that competition becomes irrelevant. 3. Every great business is built on a secret. Find a truth about the world that most people do not yet see and build on it. 4. Founding decisions shape everything. Choose your co-founders carefully, define roles clearly, build on a solid foundation from day one. 5. The last mover advantage beats the first mover advantage. Build to dominate, build to last, build to be permanent. 6. Be a definite optimist. Don't hope for a better future. Plan for it. Build it. Peter Thiel ends with a vision that feels both urgent and timeless. The next great leap forward won't come from copying what already exists. It will come from someone brave enough to imagine and build something the world has never seen before. That someone could be you. That's the essence of 0 to 1, and that's what we do here at Book Essence. We take the world's most powerful books and unlock their wisdom so you can start building your future today. If this video brought you value, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone building something new. Every week on Book Essence, a new book, a new lesson, a new chance to grow. Until next time, keep reading, keep growing, and keep unlocking your essence. See you in the next one.